Good morning, everybody. Just finished my cold shower, thanks to Wim Hof. If you haven't checked Wim Hof, check out wimhofmethod.com. Really loving the breathing practice and the cold showers. Feeling very enlivening. But this morning I wanted to teach you a practical tool. And this is a tool for when we're feeling stuck. Anytime we're feeling stuck, anytime we're feeling negative, anytime we're feeling down, anytime we're feeling drab, anytime we're feeling like we don't want to. This is something that you can practically do in the moment and break through. And so we're going to use a little bit of a breathing practice, a little bit of a body motion, and a little bit of active imagination. And over time, through these videos, I can teach you some of the theory about why these things work, but today we're just going to go straight for the method and have you try it and see for yourself. And if, like any tool, the more you use it, the more it will work. And the more you practice it, the better you'll get at it. It's just like anything else. And the tools, you can't screw a screw into the wall if the screwdriver's in the toolbox. Same with these tools. If you don't pull them out and use them, if you don't practice using them, if you don't use them when you're having a hard time, it's easy to use the tools when things are easy, but the real work comes when you use them when you're having a hard time. That being said, practicing when you're easy makes it more accessible when you're having a hard time. So this tool looks like this. You're gonna imagine that you have a black cloud above you. You're going to imagine that there's a black cloud, and above that black cloud is the sun. It's a golden sun, and it's right above your head. And as is always the case, the sun is always shining. That is true in nature. The sun is actually always shining. Clouds may come in front of it, and we may not be able to see the sun, but the sun is, or perhaps the Earth's rotation is in such a way that we can't see the sun, but the sun is always shining. It's in its nature to shine. And so that is always the case. And so what we're getting in touch with is something that is always the case in ourselves. Our inner nature, our true nature is always shining. Sometimes it gets covered up by the clouds of our own hurt, negativity, darkness, etc. So we're going to imagine this dark cloud above our head. And then we're going to breathe, take a big deep breath into our heart. We're going to take the universal prayer position that is recognized among many cultures. And we're just going to cultivate a wish to grow and get through this stuck moment, or perhaps transcend this pattern altogether, and maybe even grow beyond our wildest imagination. You can do this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. I'm going to do it with my eyes closed. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this wish to grow, and I'm going to feel it in my heart, and I'm going to feel this energy of this stuck cloud, and I'm going to project all this energy that I'm feeling of stuckness into this dark cloud. And then when I breathe into my heart, I'm going to exhale as if I could shoot my wish to grow through the cloud, and it's going to penetrate the cloud, and it's going to go and it's going to hit the sun. When it hits the sun, it's going to allow a shaft of sunlight to come down through the cloud and come back into my heart. And then I'm going to repeat. And I'm going to shoot my breath up with an exhale on this shooting breath. And I'm going to shoot my breath up, and I'm going to hit the sun again. And then a wider shaft is made. And then a wider beam of sunlight can come down into my heart. And then I'm going to repeat again. And I'm going to shoot up in a wider shaft. And then sunlight is coming down, and golden sunlight is coming down into my heart again. And I'm going to repeat this process until, as I shoot up, the entire cloud disperses, and there is just a golden column of sunlight coming down into my body. And as I do, I'm going to open my hands, and that looks like this. I'm going to open my hands, and I'm going to receive that sunlight coming down through my body. I'm going to receive that sunlight coming down into my head, coming down into my hands, flowing down into my heart, flowing down through my whole body, all the way down through my chest, through my abdomen, down through my toes. And that golden light is then I'm going to take another deep breath in, and then I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to allow that golden light to come through and flush out any toxins, any negativity, and my body's going to become loose, and my body's going to become soft. And hey, Wayne, long time no see, man. And then I'm gonna release all that tension. So, a recap. This is for a time when we're feeling negative, when we're feeling dark, when we're feeling stuck. We're gonna imagine, we're gonna project all that dark stuckness into a cloud above us. It's gonna be a dark, big, black, stormy cloud. Then we're gonna recognize and see that the sun is ever shining above that cloud, as is the case in nature. We're going to bring our hands together in this heart position, in this prayer position, and we're going to have a wish to grow through whatever stuck energy we're feeling, through whatever negativity, through whatever doubt, through whatever fear, anything. It doesn't matter. That's all represented by this negative dark cloud. We're going to breathe into our heart. We're going to shoot our breath up, exhale, and it's going to penetrate through the cloud. As it penetrates through the cloud, we're going to feel that golden sunlight now coming down through the shaft that we opened up into our head, and it's going to come down into our heart. And once again, we're going to breathe into our heart, wish to grow beyond this stuckness, and exhale. And we're going to breathe up. We're going to breathe up and touch that cloud, and that shaft is going to widen, and the golden sunlight is going to come down into our body again. We're going to repeat over and over again. So for you that are just coming onto the video, you're going to want to go back and watch from the beginning. But I'm going to do it all in its entirety right now. And I'm just going to talk through it. So again, I feel that negativity. I feel stuck. I'm feeling lack of gratitude. I'm feeling fear. I'm feeling doubt. I'm feeling worry, whatever it is. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling like I can't do it. I'm going to project all of that negative energy into a dark black cloud above my head. And above that dark cloud is the sun. But the dark cloud is blocking the sunlight right now. And then I'm going to breathe into my heart. And I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot an exhale up, and that's going to penetrate the cloud. And it's going to create a shaft. And it's going to hit the sunlight. And then the sunlight is going to come down through that shaft and into my head and into my heart. I'm going to repeat. Sunlight coming down into my heart. Now the shaft is growing wider. I'm going to repeat again. Now the sunlight is coming down, and it's so wide that it's encompassing my whole body. And at which point the cloud is gone, and I open my hands, and I open my heart, and I open my body, and I receive this sunlight coming down. And it looks like this. I receive the sunlight coming down, and it comes down through my head, through my hands, through my neck, through my chest, into my heart, into my abdomen, down through my groin, into my legs, down over my knees, down into my feet, down to the tips of my toes. I take one more breath in, and I hold my breath, and I feel this energy saturating in every cell, this golden sunlight saturating in every cell, feeling gratitude, feeling love, feeling warmth, feeling kindness. Holding as long as it's comfortable. And then when I exhale, I put my arms down in the exhale position, and I breathe out. And I let that sunlight continue to stream through my body, and now it's pressing out any negativity, any toxins. Maybe I will see that as goo or pus coming out of my skin, coming out of my fingers, coming out of my toes, coming out of my pores. And then I get to the point where I have all of that is dispelled, but the light is still coming through. The golden sunlight is coming through, and now I'm bringing in golden light, and I'm letting out golden light, and I'm now radiating, because now I have become the sun. I have remembered my true nature. I have recognized that the sun was always shining. I just needed to clear away the dark clouds. And now I bring my hands together again in the heart position, and I invoke gratitude, all the things that I'm grateful for in my life, all the love that I have, all the kindness, all the wish that I have for others to be healthy and happy. And I feel that penetrating and radiating and benefiting others, not just myself. And that's it. So check that out from the beginning. It's really helpful. Once you learn the steps, you can do it in like a minute. It doesn't need to be as long as just get the principles down, and you can do it much quicker. And then remember, if this was beneficial for you at all, please share it. Share the love. It feels good. And remember, I'm going to be on tomorrow live at 12 noon Mountain Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 11 o'clock West Coast Time. And we're going to be talking about, you're welcome, Wayne. Really glad to see you, man. It'd be good to catch up again. We're going to be talking about being wholehearted and in the movement of being wholehearted and the community of being wholehearted that I want to start to build here. And I want your help as we build a community that can benefit all of us. And my purpose here and my aim here is to share these tools that I've learned over the last 20 years. And I've been the beneficiary of tremendous generosity, and I want to share that generosity with you all in the way that it was modeled to me, and we'll pay it forward. One of my favorite movies, and that's it. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Please share.